Could Treasury and ETF buying boost Solana further? Well, let's take a look. Solana reached a 209 resistance on Tuesday, where the bears are mounting a strong defense. You can see they hit 209 and then sold off a bit. The first support on the downside is 185. A solid rebound off 185 suggests the bulls are trying to flip that level into support. That improves the prospects of a break above 209. If that happens, Solana USDT pair could surge towards 240, resistance at 220, that's likely to be crossed. This positive view will be invalidated in the short term if the price continues lower and breaks below the 20-day exponential moving average of 172. So what I was saying earlier is it really surprised me that you're seeing companies do this with altcoins as well as Bitcoin on the corporate strategy side. Like I even saw some company do a fetch coin corporate strategy, which kind of seems crazy to me. That fetch coin, I like the project, but like it's not exactly proven yet, right? It has the potential there, but it's not proven like Ethereum or Bitcoin, or even in this case, Solana. What makes me worried is if these companies go and raise a bunch of debt capital, in which they could basically end up underwater, is what I'm trying to say here. They could go raise a ton of debt, they have to pay back, and then they're going to hold these things for long term in their treasury. But, Solana went down 99% in the last bear market. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it does it this time, but necessarily that hard because they didn't have FTX blowing up and Sam Bankman-Fried being arrested. So, but still, it's not inconceivable that Solana could have an 85, 90% swan dive again. And if your corporate treasury is in that, you got to be able to ride that thing out. So anyway, this suggests that short-term buyers are booking profits. The next support's at 185, crucial level to watch out for. If that price turns from 185, the pair could retest 209. A break above that could resume the uptrend. So on one hand, we've got this pumped.fund lawsuit, which who knows, that whole thing could be thrown out. I don't know. It'll be interesting case law. On the other hand, you've also got companies that are starting to allocate towards a Solana treasury. And I don't know that I necessarily think that's a good idea unless you started doing it really early in the cycle. But I think to start doing that now is a bit dangerous. Frankly, I think Bitcoin treasury companies starting to do a Bitcoin treasury now is a bit dangerous. But we keep seeing more and more of them come to fore. So I guess I'll leave it at that. But I think that could be something that could become a problem in the eventual next bear market is Bitcoin treasury companies taking out humongous amounts of debt at a higher interest rate than zero, and then unfortunately buying near the top in size and then becoming forced sellers at that size. Someone buys 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 Bitcoin at the top, and then they're forced to sell. That could cause some ugly reflexive moves on the downside during the next bear market. So keep an eye on that. Anyway, yeah, that's all I've got for you now. I'm still in just stay long and chill mode. I think that this cycle is still playing out.
Hey, this is Brett from Moonstream. If you'd like to learn more about our pro trading signals or our live classes every Wednesday or our Retire Rich program, go over to moonstream.io/start.